All right, so I recorded a reaction last night, and as you'll hear in the reaction, there's a thunderstorm threat. And that's probably why I'm not going to be uploading it today, because right now, I myself am under a moderate risk of severe weather, which is a lot worse than it sounds. It's actually the second highest rating, and it's reserved for pretty high-end severe weather events. I really wish they changed the title of that, because it sounds like, oh, it's there, but it's not that bad. No, it is pretty bad. I'm thinking the main threat's probably going to be a derecho, which is basically a long-lived severe weather event where you have very strong winds that go over a long distance. There's like specific criteria. I think it has to be like severe winds in a continuous swath for 250 miles. It's so weird. Why that specific number? What separates it from one that goes 249 miles? Nothing. It's stupid. But that's the threat I'm thinking is going to happen. I can already see the storms lighting up in Iowa. And I'm guessing what's going to happen is they're going to grow upscale from individual cells into a large cluster with typically one single bow, maybe more than one. This will be a mesoscale convective system, which is not uncommon, but this is going to be it's basically a cluster of storms if you want the terminology explanation for that, because that's not really that straightforward. I mean, it is if you know the terminology, but how many people know that? But there is that, and it'll probably be cruising through today. I'm almost positive we're going to get something. There's really no, like, these things are long-lived and they affect a large area. And it seems like it should probably be in its prime when it's affecting us. So that's a guarantee almost. And I'm not really worried about that. We've hit MCSs before. They're actually a good thing because they drop a lot of rain in summer months when it's desperately needed. But this one looks to be a high-end one, where there's potential for hurricane force winds in some areas. Whether it'll be my area or not remains to be seen. I suppose I'll know better when I see how the storm evolves and see whether the actual area of concern is heading my way or whether it's probably going to miss me. There's also a tornado threat, which is kind of unusual for these types of storms. They're typically best known for large or strong winds, a lot of lightning, and heavy rain, but they can get embedded spin-ups that occur on the leading edge sometimes. And I guess that today is one of the days where they expect that to happen. I don't expect them to be like F5 tornado, or F5 using the enhanced Vegeta. I don't expect them to be like, you know, house ruining ones, but they could cause some damage still. And they're also unpredictable, which is really bad because you can have one that just spins up briefly between radar scans and then it's there and it's hitting your house before they put a tornado warning out. And then by the time they get the warning out, it's already dissipated. So yeah, there's definitely, I mean, even yesterday that there was a nice embedded supercell in one of the MCSs that went through. It just didn't hit us, but there's definitely a threat today. So we're gonna get something. It's just whether it's the high-end area. And if you're in eastern Iowa or northern Illinois or northern Indiana, I would definitely keep an eye on the weather. There could be some stuff going down today, potentially even trees and outbuildings, depending on how strong it is and where it hits.